Hi, I'm Dr. Karen. What I'm about to tell you could save your dog's life, so pay attention. Most of us know when it's too hot to take our dogs for a walk, but how many know when it's too humid? The truth is, the reason dogs die in hot weather isn't because they get too hot, it's because they can't cool down. Dogs cool down by panting. That involves something called evaporative cooling. They don't sweat, they're covered in a fur coat, and their best way of losing heat in their bodies is through their tongue. Panting is a really ineffective way of cooling down the body, especially when the humidity is high. And this is when dogs die. Obviously, your dog does need to see the vet, but the first thing you need to do is to try to cool them down. Remember, wet, then vet. First thing you want to do is find a cool spot. If that's in the shade of a tree, on a cold bathroom floor, wherever you can find that is the coolest spot. 2. Soak towels in cold water. Don't use ice, just cold tap water, and lay that over their body. Have a couple in rotation so you can replace them with nice cold towels as they warm up. 3. Airflow. If you've got a fan, an air conditioning unit, or even if you have to wave a book at them, create airflow. The more airflow there is, the more evaporative cooling can occur and the faster your dog can cool down. Once your dog is on the way to cooling down, phone your vet for advice. Depending on your dog's clinical signs, they may advise that you continue doing what they're doing, or they may recommend you bring the dog down to be seen right away. When you get your dog in the car, make sure you're still bringing plenty of wet towels to keep them cool for the journey. Worried about getting your car seats wet? Maybe you shouldn't have a dog. If your dog is panting when they're just sitting still, or if your skin feels sticky with sweat, do not take your dog out for a run. On a hot day, on a really humid day, skip the walk altogether. No dog has ever died from missing out on their walk, but plenty die from heat stroke every year. Don't let that happen to your dog. Signs to be watching out for include panting excessively with a broad, wide tongue, sleepiness, difficulty breathing, loss of consciousness, and seizures. Never use ice or icy cold water, as this can actually shock the system. Instead, just use cold tap water. If your dog is in a lot of distress and you're a long way from the vet, one thing you can try is actually flushing some cool water into the rectum. It might seem a little bit extreme, but it is one way you can start cooling the body down. So play it safe, err on the side of caution, and if you're worried that your dog might be suffering from the effects of heat stroke, remember wet, then vet.